afternoon. Boston's in the house. I'm from Boston. Don't tell anybody, they'll hurt us afterwards. Be careful. How you guys doing? Oh, well, the young guys are up front. It's kind of intimate tonight, though. But I think I'm old enough to be all your mothers. I think I want to be his mama. Anybody married? Are you still giving each other sexy presents on your anniversaries?
All the time.
Good. Thank God, because we just give each other flannel or nothing at all. We just celebrated our anniversary, my husband and I, and on the morning of our anniversary, all of a sudden he comes running in from the shower, and he goes like, I can't wait to give you your first present of the day. And he just stands there like this. And I said, are you trying to pass last year's old wrinkly gift on me again? I'm not falling for that anymore. Well, last year on our anniversary, he actually was away on a business trip in Korea. And I thought, that's okay, we're an old married couple, right? And then I decided that I was going to surprise him. I decided to send him some sexting. Now, from the looks in your faces, Boston, I thought you'd be frightened at the thought of me naked. But you guys are kind of curious. So I got his favorite negligee out from our honeymoon, which is perfect. Because it only half fits me now. I took photos of what I think are still his favorite parts, and I sent him over. Now I waited 24 hours, I didn't hear anything. I'm like, shit, I hope I used the right country code. I hope I didn't send him to this guy right here, because that's why he's not making eye contact. He's still crying from that. So I checked the number, I sent him again, and finally I got a text back from my husband. And you know what it said? Who are you? And how did you get my wife's cell phone number, you fat, hairy bitch? Oh, I love it when he talks dirty to me. But I did get a look at those photos, and I realized, you know what, guys, it's time to get in shape, you know what I mean? So my neighbor came over to my house the other day. She goes to me, let's join Weight Watchers. I said, again? I'm sure you guys have heard or seen that show, The Biggest Loser, right? Yeah, well, I told her we're going to bite the bullet. We're going to produce our own show. We're going to call it The Slowest Losers, Fat Housewives of New Jersey. Okay. But I did join a new gym in New Jersey, LA Fitness in New Jersey. Anybody belong? One person, all right. I knew I recognized you from the locker room, sir. Well, I generally like to go in the morning, sir. I like the morning classes because usually the women are as big as me, if not bigger. Except for the other day, and I am not making this up. There's a half-naked young lady right up front, and this is what she was wearing. 21, skinny, spandex tank top, hip hugger, bell-bottom sweatpants, and a diamond in her belly. And I said, all right, well, maybe God put her there. You know, to remind us of how we used to look, and if we work hard enough, how we could look again. Nope. She was just a typical skinny bitch showing off. Well, lucky for her, before class, I had to have a little bit of that medical marijuana for the arthritis in my knees. Because otherwise, I would have waited for her in the parking lot, I would have jumped her, and I would have forced her Dunkin' Donuts. But no way I was sharing my lunch with that bitch. So I'm walking into the locker room just this morning, and there's another one of these skinny bitches in the mirror, and she's blow drying her hair. She's blow drying her hair. I don't think she had underwear on, guys. I think she had like 3 Band-Aids. You know, when she's showing off her skinny little waist and everything, and I said, that's it. This one I'm going to have to teach a lesson to. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to blow dry my hair next to her butt naked. I think it's time these ladies find out what they're going to look like in 20 years. A real woman with meat on her bones and a tattoo on her ass. This is fat bitch in menopause. So where are my bitches in menopause, or am I the oldest woman here? No, I'm the oldest woman. I'm not even going to ask the guys. There's no point. Well, guys, I think my husband might be going through male menopause. He's been saying weird shit since that Korea trip. Are there any Jewish people here? No, it's a white Anglo-Saxon. Oh, no, we have color. I was going to say, no, it's a white Anglo-Saxon crowd. No, thank God we have some color. Because the only color in me is my ass, but that's what I'm going to... But anyway, so my husband's been saying crazy stuff, and on the Jewish New Year, I'm not going to have to educate you, it's in the fall, he wakes up and he tells me it's the year 5,574, some such thing. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, and then he tells me that means we're going to have sex. 5,774 times this year. Yeah, I know, all right. So, sir, does that sound like a good amount to you? Yeah, it does. Thank you very much for participating, young man. Because I told my husband he could pencil me in for 74, I'm going to have him call you for the rest. Thanks for being a good sport. But I don't want to give you guys the wrong idea. I mean, I do love my husband. He still does turn me on. But as you guys are mostly young in here, when you get older, what happens is you start to have aches and pains that you never had before. And I would like to explain. Like, for example, if he gets on top, my back hurts. If I get on top, my knees hurt. You know what we're down to? 4 sets of handicap bars in the shower. This young man, he knows what I mean. He knows what I mean. Now our young hot friends from Boston, they look like they still use a trapeze. And a swing. And if I wasn't married, I'd follow him home and we'd do it right in Fenway Park. Oh, and he's a gymnast! Oh my God! I'll have to get a whole bottle of that though for that. Maybe 2. So, anyway, I'm from Boston, so I go up to Cape Cod on a vacation. You guys know the Cape? And I took my husband up there to the Cape. I took my husband to Provincetown, and you guys know it's a very, it was a very flamboyant area in the 70s, and now it's just gay, and that's okay. But I took him to see some gay comedian friends in a show. And I didn't know if it was going to be like too much gayness for him, you know what I mean? But after the show, we ended up going to one of those piano show tune bars, and I'm like, well, this is harmless enough, right? Until my husband started to disappear to the men's room a lot. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sicilian. If my husband cheated on me with another woman, like her, does she clap? I would have to kill him, I would have to kill her, and I'd have to kill our entire family. But if my husband accidentally got a blowjob from some young man in the men's room, now would that really be cheating, or would that just give me the night off? And I believe that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.